Hi, today we'll be preparing beetroot wine. Now, beetroot wine, and in this case, we will not waste any of even the pulp we use to make beetroot halwa. So, what I am going to do is I am going to cut and the edges off and then peel it with a scraper. All the beetroot, we got about 3.5 kilos of beetroot, and for this quantity I'll be using about 2 kilos 750 grams of sugar. So 1 kilo of beetroot will have about 750 grams of sugar. So that's the measurement. So for each liter you put each kilo you put 2.5 liters of water, and so we will peel, wash and grate the beetroot. Then I will add water, and also peel thinly the lime or lemon peel. You grate it and put it in that of 2 lemon for this quantity, and about 25 grams of crushed ginger. You scrape the ginger and crush it and then add it to it, and then bring it to boil. This is the raw beetroot again grated, and bring it to boil, and once it then simmer it till it is cooked, and when the beetroot becomes light in color, then you know it's cooked. So once it is boiled, you strain it, add sugar, that is 2 kilo 750 grams sugar. Each kilo of beetroot you have 750 grams. Then you put the lime juice, juice of the 2 lemon you add it to it. Then about 16 cloves of you add into that, and then yeast, about 25 grams of yeast, and 5 grams for each kilo. So you add it in lukewarm water, and little about half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of sugar you add into it. When it starts rising, add it to the mixture. So I am using, you can use a earthen jar with a tight lid or any container. So I am using this with a tight container, and then you place it in this container for about 2 days, and then again strain it, and then place it for about 20 days. After that you will strain it again, and I will place it back in this for about 1.5 months instead of putting in bottles, because what happens is there will be residue forming at the bottom. So I'll allow it to form in the same container, and then I will bottle it. So after about 6-7 months you will see the change in the color. So as it goes, its color changes from the beetroot color. Yes, now we'll go about cutting and peeling, and then I'll grate it. You can use an electric grater, but I am using a hand grater. So we have grated the beetroot now, and these are 2 lemon. I have grated them or peeled them very fine. So this I am going to add in the mixture. This is ginger, peeled and chopped them fine. So this is about 25 grams of ginger, 2 lemon, and 3.5 kilos of beetroot. And now I will put them in, you can put in 1 vessel or 2 vessels, depending because of the sizes of the vessels. So I have made them into 2 vessels now, about 9 liters of water for this quantity. So I will boil it and then simmer for about till it becomes light color. 2 vessels here, this is 5 liters and this is 4 liters, and I'm going to add into this both the vessels. So this 25 grams of ginger, so I'm going to add about 3/5 into one and 2/5 into the other, because it's split, otherwise you put all one. Now you then put the rind of the lemon. And then bring it to boil. Mix and let it be on high heat. Bring it to boil. This lemon, you take the juice of this lemon and then we will add later on into the mixture. After we boil, strain, we'll add it. So the mixture is now boiling. So I'm going to now reduce the heat and simmer it till the color of this becomes pinkish. Reduce the heat. And allow it to cook. So I'm straining them into through a muslin cloth. Okay. So strain it. It's hot. So strain the water, beetroot water. This is a pulp. We're going to make halwa out of it later on. This is sugar. We got about 2 kilos, 750 grams sugar. Add sugar into this. Transfer a few into this. The little of the beetroot water. I'm going to mix into this. Doesn't matter afterwards. Ultimately, we will go into the same jar for fermenting. So, and this is lime juice. Put little into this and rest into 16 cloves. And rest into this. And now let it come to about lukewarm stage. That time we'll add the yeast. Mix the sugar just into the and then keep it covered till it becomes lukewarm. I placed the beetroot water, now boiled water, in this plastic container which has a tight closed lid. Now 4 or 5 teaspoons of water, that is lukewarm water, slightly warm. I put 1 spoon of sugar and about 20 grams of yeast, dry yeast, active yeast. Now it started rising. Now I'll add this into the wine. I'll mix it well, and then, like I said, after 2 days I will strain it and keep for 21 days. After 21 days I'll again strain it, and because you have the sediment at the bottom, then you'll keep it for another, I'll put it back here in for about another 1.5 months, and there will be some more sediment. That time, at that stage, I will then bottle them into jars so that I discard the sediment. So all the best with your beetroot wine. Hope you enjoy it just like my grape wine.